Ladies and dudes, I gotta tell you the truth right now. That Otto 1 is not the only one who could do Big Lipped Alligator Moments that happen one time only, and you'll never ever see them ever again for the rest of your lives in cinema history. We got another character who could also do Big Lipped Alligator Moments that happen one time and one time only, and you'll never see them or heard of them ever again for the rest of your lives from the Dragon Ball franchise. And it's so nice to see Goku again in another video. After so many years had passed and all that stuff. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Move Up 1987. This is my review for today. And here is my special guest of the day, Goku, our dear beloved character from the Dragon Ball franchise. He's happy to come back here again in another video. And the reason why that Goku is here today, ladies and dudes, I'm going to do a brand new top 5 list that nobody has never done before. That is all about this guy. Yeah. And it featured so many Big Lipped Alligator moments. Something that all of us needs to go back and rewatch for. From the TV series, to the movies, to a few of the specials, and also from the mangas as well. So for my top 5 list of the day is the top 5 most biggest Lipped Alligator moments that ever happened that featured Goku. And there's so many to choose from. Something that us the fans need to pay attention of. This guy did release so many Big Lipped Alligator moments that happened one time and one time only, and you'll never ever see them or heard about it ever again. And it's hard for me to count, but I do have a couple of them on my list. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 5 best Big Lipped Alligator moments that came from Goku. And I do have a couple of honorable mentions for it. Like, there was a part where Goku did use or hold the sea sword, back from the Boo arc. And it was the only time he ever hold a sword. For one time only, and he never hold it again. Or the part in the Namek saga where he's reading Krillin's mind for some unknown reason. And Goku did reach to that Ultra Super Saiyan form where he just released it for a short period of time, but sadly he found a weak point about it if you pay attention to the Cell arc. And also where Goku released Golden Flames without his hair turning golden from the Lord Slug film. And also he used that Kaioken attack while he became a Super Saiyan back at that World Tournament arc, that came from in the Kai world. And also Goku can wear any type of clothing that he wanted, but he only did it once. Like the Yaret outfit, I do remember he did become a Super Saiyan in his Yaret outfit. He did wear normal clothes a few times while he is a grown-up. He did wear Saiyan armor. That is very darn true, but that's the only time he did it. And I know he did it one time in a manga version for Dragon Ball Super. And also, there was one time he wore a nightgown. He only wore it once, but he never wore it again. And those were my honorable mentions for some other Big Lipped Alligator moments I found with this character. And now for the top 5 best. And I gotta make it short and quick. because I have nothing else to say about these other Big Lipped Alligator moments that all of you should know about. So coming at number 5, back at the Dragon Ball days, here is something that nobody had never thought about for all these years, and that is Goku wearing normal human being clothes while he is a little boy. So coming at number 5 has to go where Goku has to wear human clothing. Not just any normal human clothing, but little boys' clothes. Yeah, it was during the time on the Fortune Teller Baba arc. Does anybody remember that Big Lipped Alligator moment where Goku did wear little boys' clothing? But sadly, that was the only time he ever done it. And what he thought about wearing little boys' clothing, he doesn't like it at all. There was one point in that the scene where he did wear little boys' clothing is he found one of the clothing designs to be kind of itchy and he's not really comfortable. And he did wear a hat too. He's not comfortable with it either. So yeah, that was the only time Goku did wear little boys' clothing. And he never wore it again. He just rather wore the martial arts clothing that he knew and loved for a very long time or so. And that's why it has to be at number 5. Coming at number 4 is I found a Big Lipped Alligator moment that came from Super Android 13. And it only happened a couple of seconds. You only seen this one time only, and you'll never see it again. And that is where Goku is going to do some type of underwater sequence thing. You know, try to create a spirit bomb from Super Android 13. And yeah, Goku did have trouble with Super Android 13. You know, he's rough and tough. He's freaking powerful. And yeah, he does use those things that was left behind that came from Android 14 and 15. And he became stronger than ever. And he used Goku as a punching bag. And he beat him up a couple of times. And yeah, he blasted him a few times and ripped off a part of his clothing. And there was one time that Goku did go underwater. And yeah, it was freaking cold. But I will never forget this Big Lipped Alligator moment where he's going to create the spirit bomb thing upside down. And you'll see it in a couple of seconds, and a couple of seconds only, and you'll never see it again. Not now, not ever. And that's why it has to be at number 4. Coming at number 3 has to go on a toy. I can't tell which one I want the best when he became Super Saiyan 3. Is it the part in the Tournament of Power where he showed the Super Saiyan 3 form to the Saiyan girls? Or the part where he became shirtless when he was trying to face this big giant monster for the Dragon Ball Z, the One Piece, and the Toriko special? I have no idea which Big Lipped Alligator moment that I want to add on the list. And it has something to do with the most underrated form of all time called Super Saiyan 3. Something I wish Goku should have made, try to practice on. Try to hold on to that important level that's the most powerful one of all. But Sally had a weak point to it. It does suck. So, which Super Saiyan 3 scene you like the best? The part where he was shirtless, or the part where he's going to show it to the Saiyan girls? But just only for a couple of seconds. I have nothing else to say for the number 3 spot. And coming at number 2, here's the most strangest Big Lipped Alligator moment that nobody will never forget in anime history, and you'll see it one time and one time only, and you'll never see it again. is where Goku did became naked as a Super Saiyan. And yes, it's during the time, before the Dragon Ball Z arc will end. Everything's back to normal. Kid Buu is gone forever. They'll take care of the Fat Buu and make sure Fat Buu is a good person and not a bad one. And also, there was a time where Goku is having fun with Goten and Trunks. They're just taking a nice good bath together and doing some silly things here and there. And yeah, Goten and Trunks did become Gotenks while they're doing their fusion thing naked. And yeah, there was a weird moment that they did have a little fight for a few seconds. And Goku did become a Super Saiyan and mess up the tub. And yeah, it's strange to see Goku butt naked. Something I will never forget in anime history. Weird thing to say for the number 2 spot. And finally, my number 1 most biggest lipped alligator moment that I will never forget in anime history. And yes, it did take place in the Dragon Ball days, where Goku is a teenager and he's ready to fight Piccolo Jr., aka the Piccolo that we all know and loved. And this is the most heartbreaking of all for us Dragon Ball fans. This is the only time that Goku did won the martial arts tournament. Does anybody remember that most important, biggest lipped alligator moment of all time in anime history, where our Saiyan hero had finally won his very first martial arts tournament? It was kind of bittersweet for us Dragon Ball fans. That's for sure. I wish I could say a lot of things about this important big lip alligator moment that came from one of the best characters of all time, but I'd just rather cut it nice and short for the number 1 spot. And that is my top 5 most biggest lip alligator moments that I ever found with this great character of all time. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is the most biggest lip alligator moment that you have ever seen in your whole entire life from this great character? Even if he does have flaws here and there. If you know the Dragon Ball series too well. And tell me, ladies and dudes, here's the biggest thing I want to ask you of all. Something that's very darn important. Which anime character, in your own opinion, from movies, anime, TV shows, characters who were based by comic books, or characters who were based by books, or whatever, which one of these characters who can do so many big lip alligator moments that happen one time and one time only, and you'll never see them again for the rest of your life? Whoever these characters are, just leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next videos to come, like movie reviews. I'm not sure about anime reviews. I can return to top 5 or top 6 lists wherever I can. Short videos or some of my Pokemon cards, you name it. So, I'll see you all later, and sayonara, and Goku, say goodbye to everybody. Bye! Yeah, see